Oh man, I didn't expect that I would say something like this that early, but here we are. We reached the 4,000 subscribers as of the Monday of this week. I honestly have to thank you all, and I can't thank you all enough. Ever since I reached my first 1,000 subscribers, this channel's community has been growing at such a steady pace, and I was thinking about what the perfect idea for the 4K special could be. Then I remembered that I said something in my video on Dumpy that I maybe would be releasing the original version. So I thought a bit about that and decided that it would be a good idea to mold the idea with a poll into the 4K special, basically releasing the original version of that video as a thank you. I really hope you all enjoy it. When the video is done, I will say a few words regarding the old version. I have been waiting a long time to make this video. We have talked about quite a few bad commentary channels in the past, and yes, another Glider Guy videos in the works, since within my break, he somehow has been getting almost nothing but else. I don't know if that is impressive or if I should be ashamed. But today's video is not about him. Today's video is about a guy who is one of the most mind-numbing commentary YouTubers I have seen in a while, and that channel's name is Dumpy. Let's not dabble around too much and let's get into this ADHD pill in the form of a YouTube channel. As always, we begin with the channel description. And this time, you can actually color me as positively surprised, since the description is actually saying something. It says, channel about videos and talking, and yeah, I mean it's a bare minimum, but funnily enough, it is very accurate for this channel, since spoilers, calling this channel actual commentary is a little stretch, but again, we will get to that soon enough. Going a bit further, let's talk about his thumbnails and titles, because they are quite something. I mean, the titles are the typical clickbait that we have seen plenty of times in other videos that I've made, but the thumbnails are different. I mean, just look at them. The pictures are very odd. I don't really know what he did to those pictures, but they seem to be enhanced in some kind of way. The skin of these people seems to have some weird wax-like appearance, and the eyes are very white, which creates a direct contrast to the skin in many cases. I don't know about you, but they're enhanced in such a way that they make me feel very uneasy, since they look very human and non-human at the same time due to that weird filter. Those pictures just directly tap into the uncanny valley, let's just say that. Other than that, the thumbnails are the typical commentary slob thumbnails. It's either white and red text or with nothing but some screenshot of the YouTuber he's talking about. It is so stereotypical that I don't even know how to criticize it without looking like I'm parroting my past points. But there is one thing regarding the thumbnails with text that actually confuses me. There are quite a few thumbnails that mention BBC for some reason, with stuff like Pure BBC or Eats BBC. Look, I have been gone for a few months at this point, but what the fuck does BBC have to do with Sophie Rain or the True Sheriff? The first few controversial people that I associate with the BBC in my mind are Gary Glitter, Rolf Harris or Jimmy Savile due to the obvious. So can anyone please explain what BBC means? I actually am curious. There's another thing I have noticed about the thumbnails of 3 videos where he was portraying the person he talked about as gay. And from the way the thumbnails are made, it seems as if he's trying to make it seem as if those people being gay would be something monstrous about them. And if that was that troglodyte's intention behind the thumbnails, then the only thing I have to say is that the 1960s are calling for you, dude. Just kidding. I know that he is doing that because he is pretty much desperate for clicks at this point. But I have to say, if you feel the need to clickbait someone being gay as drama, pack it up, go home, put the fries in the bag. Why would you do this? Anyways, let's get to the content that is in the videos themselves. And to preface that, does anyone remember Leafy is Here? You know, the guy who popularized the talking over gameplay footage while making some very ugly jokes? Yeah, Dumpy is pretty much Leafy light. Let me show you some clips from both Leafy's here and Dumpy, and you will very likely understand what I mean.
YouTube is fucked. I feel like everybody knows this nowadays. It's not even an argument that needs to be made. Like, the amount of fucked up shit on YouTube is seriously at an all-time high. If YouTube was a person, he would be on Dr. Phil right now, requesting help ASAP. Like, I'm pretty sure at this point in time that if YouTube turned into a person, if YouTube became the embodiment of a human being, this is what he would look like.
I was coming. I was gearing up to come, and I was doing things fast and quick, and I finally came. I came.
I take it back. I think it would be someone more like this.
How do you know it wasn't a cat? Nobody's in there but a cat. Or a crazy dog.
But that's right, guys. Stompy is fucking back.
Two things about that clip. Funny as f. The way Catalina's laid up in the bed. She couldn't give less of a f. She's totally like, oh, can we just be done this whole filming vlog bullshit? I want you to ram me, Jack, and then buy me sushi afterwards. Secondly, the camera footage of the Lamborghini getting stolen. What the hell was that?
Look!
Bro, it looks like a ghost. It looks like alien sighting footage.
Do you all see what I mean? Everything from the gameplay footage to the slightly disinterested tone in their voices to the relatively corny jokes. It feels like Dumpy's another person from the Leafy multiverse. But here's the biggest problem with his content. Leafy's content and humor was obviously a product of its time, and Dumpy still uses that style to this day. I'll now be very honest, his commentary overall is pretty mind-numbing in a few ways, so let's go through the points, shall we? Let's begin with his intro. It is one of those 2016 gaming style intros. You know, the ones that also had that boom effect in the drop. Well, in his intro, the boom effect is in the build-up where there's no drums and it ends at the drop. Is this supposed to be a subversion of expectations or what? It is generally very confusing to me. And now we get to the way he does his commentary overall. There are two videos that I watched in preparation for this video. The first of them was the newest video at the time of writing this script, and that video already gave me a lot to criticize. First of all, he's constantly pointing out the obvious, which is something I already don't like. And to go a bit further, every time he tries to put in jokes, it is so hard to recognize because, and this is the part about Dumpy that I actually hate, he just does nothing to make it clear that he is joking. His overall tone sounds like he took some kind of sedative, like he's about to either zone out or as if he's about to fall asleep. And the jokes overall were things that only a little kid would laugh at.
But just like Jack Doherty, I mean, they're basically the same exact fucking entity, only one has a vagina, that one being Jack Doherty. Sophie Rain is not Sophie Rain. She's playing a character online named Sophie Rain. Peep this out. She does not sell it at all. She's giggling, she's laughing, she can't stop grinning. I mean, just looking at her, it completely blows the entire operation. Which is funny because they both participate in operations where they blow. That's bullshit. They don't. I wish they did, bro. I mean, it's over. So here's my question. When is Sophie Rain gonna take the jump and get blacked on camera? Because let's be real, that's what we're all waiting for. We want to see a KSI Sophie Rain collaboration.
No, that was it.
Definitely not gonna.
These two rich elitist assholes finish up this bullshit TMZ interview, then go get dinner, go home, and probably scissor. That's the day in the life. That's what's going on at Sophie Rain Bob House HQ.
Get it, people? The joke is sex. I mean, damn, what a pioneer in his field. Give that guy his own comedy show. He would be making bank. I'm sure about that. Okay, let me make that clear. I do not support Sophie Rain. From what I've heard, she's anything but a good person. But when you make jokes about her, please be a little bit more creative. Anyways, let's talk about the other video I saw. Sniper Wolf is not human. And was the video good in any way?
No.
Okay, let's all be honest. Are we even surprised? Because honestly, I definitely wasn't. Since what I've seen from those Leafy clones in general, the quality bar is very low. I might even make a video on some of these people in the future. But anyways, why do I dislike that video? The answer is simple. It is just him reacting to one of her videos, and the critiques are him getting worked up over how fake Sniper Wolf's reactions are. As if there haven't been hundreds or thousands of videos pointing it out about her content already. Since Sniper Wolf's reactions are always scripted and tailored towards children. Literal drooling infants. And it is easy for me to answer why Sniper Wolf does that content in this style, without making a 12-minute video on her, at least. It is very obvious that she knows how to play the algorithm and how to get a reaction out of people. And by acting the way she does in the videos, she's getting more and more traction. Because YouTube rewards low-effort content, as sad as that reality is. She figured that out years ago, so she basically sold herself to that style. See, I now explained the reason without making a standalone video on her, but I'll still make one if you all want to, let me know in the comments. That is all I will say about standalone videos, since once again, Dumpy's videos make me feel like I'm on ADHD medication. So, before we continue to be negative, let's give him some credit where credit is due. Dumpy knows how to play the algorithm. He always tells the viewers to write something in the comments in regards to the topic he's talking about. And under every video he has a comment saying something chain. And it is easy to see why he does that. By doing that, he incentivizes his viewers to write a reply to that comment, which is smart. Since every comment, like and dislike is counted as engagement, which pushes the video into the algorithm, which means that the video will get more impressions and more views in return. So when it comes to business, he does know the game in and out. But anyways, let's get back to be critical once again. There is one more thing I want to point out in particular, and that is his channel mascot. His channel mascot is just Courage from Courage the Cowardly Dog. By using that character as his main mascot for his branding, he is stepping onto very thin ice when it comes to copyright, since he doesn't make it clear that he doesn't own the character, and that could open a field for a potential lawsuit for infringing on copyright. This point isn't to hate on him, it is just a genuine warning out of concern, since I do not want anything to happen to his channel or his livelihood. Like, I genuinely don't want that. But that is all I have to say regarding that, so let's just get to my final thoughts. Overall, Dumpy is a commentary YouTuber who you can say is desperate to get any clicks, as shown with the clickbait part alone. As a commentator, he sounds like he's about to fall asleep, which makes the content he's talking about more entertaining in comparison, which is pretty sad to say about a commentary content creator. When he is trying to make a joke, it is both hard to tell, since he doesn't even try to make his voice inflection stand out in any way, and those jokes are unfunny as hell, since he's just desperately trying to imitate Leafy is Here's humor, which is just out of date by 5 years. But anyways, that's it for the video, and now we get to crediting the artists, starting with the current artists. Thank you very much Spike2005, Spino Blue, Indominus Pack, Flame Plasmanian, Gator Boy, and the new artist for my channel, Screaming Raptor, for making channel art for my channel since my rebranding. Without you, this wouldn't have been possible. Also, shout out to the people who made art for my channel before my rebrand. So, thank you Lupin Bun, Draken, and Gustav for your work back in the day. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all in the next one. This was your host VERNO. See you next time, and adios. So, I hope you all are still here, because I would like to give some background info on that version. So it is clear from the editing and the script writing that it is a very early version. I think I just made that version to test out the new character. It was literally a first draft. I think I recorded it in May or June of this year. And it is clear that I made that version to kinda get back into the swing of things. It was even recorded before my remake of the Glider Guy Response. And as you'll know, I decided to release a better version of the video, pretty much remaking it from scratch. But anyways, that's it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you all so much for the 4K subscribers. Y'all are the best. And now we get to crediting the artists. Starting with the current artists, Thank you very much Spike 2005, Spino Blue, Indominus Pack, Flame Plasmanian, Gator Boy, Screaming Raptor, and Legendary Godzilla Final Wars aka Matthew for making art for my channel since my rebranding. Without you this wouldn't have been possible. And also shout out to the people who made art for my channel before my rebranding. So thank you Lepen Bun, Draken and Gustav for your work back in the day. I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'll see you all next time. This was your host Verno, and I'll see you all in the next one. Adios!